Dear reader, this little book is designed to tell you everything you need to know about the science of getting ahead. Now let us assume you are young, healthy, clear-eyed, and eager, anxious to rise quickly and easily to the top of the business world. You can.
I can.
If you have education and intelligence and ability, so much the better. But remember that thousands have reached the top without any of these qualities. Just have courage and memorize the simple rules in the chapters that follow. If you truly wish to be among the lucky golden few, you can.
I can. How to apply for a job, how to advance from the mailroom, how to sit down at a desk, how to dictate memorandums, how to develop executive style, how to commute in a 3-button suit with that weary executive smile. This book is all that we need. How to succeed. How to observe personnel. How to select who to lunch with. How to avoid petty friends. How to begin making contacts. How to
choose the right company. Before applying for a job, make sure you have chosen the right company. It is essential that the company be a big one. It should be at least big enough so that nobody knows exactly what anyone else is doing.
Say, Joe, we got a complaint from our dealers in Cleveland about the last shipment of wickets. They only got half their wickets. They ordered 300,000.
I know, Mr. Gatch, but they ordered 2-ton wickets and we ran out.
Ran out? What is this, a hot dog stand?
Look, this is the Worldwide Wicket Company. We're supposed to be the single largest producer of wickets in the world.
Take it easy, Mr. Gatch. There was trouble at our Eastern plant. Breakdown.
Get on the ball. I want to keep Cleveland wicket-minded.
Yes, sir. Oh, Mr. Matthews. Any news on the breakdown?
Oh, I'm doing much better, sir.
Oh.
Say, Tuck Fairy, did you get my memo?
What memo?
My memo about memos. We're sending out too many memos and it's got to stop.
All right, I'll send out a memo.
Not another memo. The right company. This book is all that I need. How to succeed.
Never mind. Back to work, everybody. You heard me, I said back to work.
I'm sorry I bumped into you, sir, but I would like to apply for a job.
A job. Young man, you know who I am.
No, sir.
I'm J.B. Bigley. I'm president of this company. That's who I am. In fact, that's who the hell I am. How dare you come to me asking for a job?
Well, sir.
Why do you think I have a personnel man? Why do you think I have a whole damned personnel department? Son, you bumped into the wrong man. Damn coal-burning, dithering, ding.
I'm sorry. I know how hard it is to find a job. I've been through that sort of thing myself.
Thank you, miss. You're very kind. Could you show me where the personnel office is?
Personnel? It's right there.
Oh, thank you.
You're not discouraged?
Oh, of course not. I'm prepared for exactly this sort of thing.
Say, my friend Smitty works in personnel. Maybe she can help you. You wait here.
No, miss. That's quite unnecessary.
Where do you think you're going?
To see the personnel manager, sir.
I'm the personnel manager. We're not hiring today.
But I was just speaking with Mr. Bigley.
Bigley.
Yes, sir.
J.B. Bigley.
Yes, sir. He told me to see you.
Is he a friend of yours?
Sir, I don't think a man should trade on friendship to get a job.
Very well put, young man. Well, if you'll step in my office, we'll get your particulars. Ah, I'm Brad. You are?
Finch, sir, Pierpont Finch.
Say, that ought to be J. Pierpont Finch.
As a matter of fact, sir, it is.
Well, step into my office.
Good grief, Rosemary. You could have at least have let me finish my Metrocal. This is important, Smitty. I know you can help him. Where is he? How would I know? He must have gone into Mr. Bratt's office. You go on in there. You're his secretary. He'll listen to you. But why this frantic, urgency? We have got to help this boy.
But why? Fill me in, girl. Wherefore is this creep different from all other creeps?
He is not a creep, Smitty. He has a noble sort of courage. Yet deep down, I feel that he's sort of helpless.
Rosemary, your mother instinct is a big drag.
Hey.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, that's all settled. Glad to have you aboard, Finch.
Glad to ship out with you, sir.
Who is that?
That's my helpless friend. Isn't he adorable?
Adorable? Maybe. Helpless? No.
Shut up, Smitty. I just hope he hasn't got a girl.
Oh, just one moment. Smitty! Please, this is Mr. Finch.
How do you do, Mr. Finch?
Pilkington. Rosemary Pilkington.
How do you do?
Hi.
Mr. Finch will be starting out in the mailroom. Glad you don't mind that, Finch.
Oh, sir, in a big pond like this, everyone must begin as a little fish.
Even a barracuda.
Oh, say, Bud, have you guys in the mailroom sent out those Wicked catalogs yet?
I don't know, I'm going to lunch.
At 11 o'clock? Why?
Because I'm the boss's nephew.
Say, Bud. Come here for a minute. Finch, this is Bud from Mr. Bigley's nephew. This is our new Mr. Finch. He'll be starting out with you in the mailroom.
Hello, Finch. I'm Bud from Mr. Bigley's nephew.
Oh, how do you do?
Smitty, get Finch's particulars. Glad to have you on the team.
Oh, glad to be playing with you, sir.
Finch, you ambitious?
Not necessarily.
Good. You just keep that in mind. If you just remember who you are and remember who I am, we'll get along fine. If not,
You're
I'm
not crying to your uncle.
I beg your pardon, I do not go crying to my uncle! It just so happens that my mother is Mrs. Bigley's sister. If I ever feel that anything is wrong, I phone my mother, she phones Mrs. Bigley, and Mrs. Bigley phones a Mr. Bigley. That's the democratic way.
Mr. Finch, a man like you does not have to worry about a man like him. Smitty, you're going to get Mr. Finch's particulars?
Oh, yes, your particulars. Mr. Finch, the first question
Have you got a girl?
A girl? No.
Good! I mean, that's the right answer. I mean, it's very wise not to have a girl.
I'm glad you understand, Miss Pilkington. You see, I feel that when a man wants to rise in the world of business, a girl, or let's say an emotional involvement, can only lead to becoming involved emotionally.
That's very intelligent, Mr. Finch.
Rosemary, if you're through with Mr. Finch.
For the moment.
If you'll step into my office, we'll get our business done.
Good luck, Mr. Finch.
Thank you, Miss
Pilkington. Rosemary Pilkington.
I'm glad to be aboard.
Well, Rosemary, you see?
I think he's fascinating.
I've seen some ambitious characters around here, but that boy is the eager
New Rochelle. Huh? Or maybe White Plains. No. New Rochelle.
What are you talking about?
New Rochelle.
What about it?
That's the place where the mansion will be. For me and the darling, bright young man I picked out for marrying me. He'll do well, I can tell. So it isn't a Smitty, our future Mrs. Finch is in for some lonely nights. Smitty, I'm prepared for exactly that sort of thing. I'll be so happy to keep his dinner warm while he goes onward and upward. Happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes wearily home from downtown. I'll be there waiting until his mind is clear while he looks through me, right through me, waiting to say good evening, dear. I'm pregnant. What's new with you from downtown? Oh, to be loved by a man I respect, to bask in the glow of his perfectly understandable neglect. Oh, to belong in the aura of his frown, darling, busy frown. Such heaven wearing a wifely uniform while he goes onward and upward. Happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes wearily home from downtown.
Good morning, Smitty.
Coffee break!
So ready for it. Excuse you. I got your first meeting. Yes, you did. Okay, come on. Now she was tired.
What? There's no coffee. What?
No coffee?
No coffee!
No coffee!
If I can't take my coffee break, my coffee break, my coffee break. If I can't take my coffee break, something within me dies.
Lies down and something within me dies. If I can't make 3 daily trips, where shining dried the 9-ly drips and taste cardboard between my lips, something within me dies. Lies down and something within me dies. No coffee! No coffee!
No coffee!
No coffee!
No coffee!
No coffee!
No coffee! That office light doesn't have to be fluorescent. I'll get no pains in the head. That office chair doesn't have to be for rubber. So if I spread, so I spread. But only one chemical substance gets out the lead.
Like she said,
If I can't take my coffee break, my coffee break, if I can't take my coffee break,
gone is the sense of enterprise.
gone and something within me dies.
No coffee, 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 no coffee.
My coffee break. Somehow the soul no longer tries.
Somewhere I don't metabolize.
Something within me.
Coffee or otherwise, coffee or otherwise, coffee or otherwise, something inside of me dies. that?
Coffee?
You have alertly seized your opportunities and are now on the first rung of the ladder. You are working in the mailroom. One word of caution about the mailroom. It is a place out of which you must get. Some of your rivals will not have the advantage of this knowledge, but you are forearmed. Do not get stuck in the mailroom. Plan to rise.
Finch, where are you going? What have you got there?
It's the executive mail.
I'll take that. Trying to get in good on the inside, huh? Can't even take a coffee break around here.
Bud, but I'm merely trying to do my job.
The executive mail is my job, Finch. If you have any idea of climbing any sort of a ladder around here, the view is going to get awfully monotonous. Every time you look up, you'll see the seat of my pants.
Now that's just rotten, rotten, rotten! You know, Bud Frump is just jealous of you. He's trying to keep all the big executives from noticing you.
Thank you for defending me, Miss Pilkington.
Oh, please, call me Rosemary.
Okay, Rosemary.
Now, Mr. Finch.
Please, call me Ponty.
Okay, Ponty. The big executives will notice you, just be patient.
Be patient? Do you realize I've been working here for a whole week?
Oh, trust me, I haven't forgotten. Happy anniversary.
Thank you, Rosemary. At least you noticed me.
I wish I were an executive. I'd make sure I'd at least give you a chance. And here comes Judith Anderson.
Who?
That's Miss Jones, Mr. Bigley's secretary. I'd better look busy. And you too.
Excuse me, miss. This is for you. It goes with your hair.
Young man, you just want me to have this flower? You don't know who I am?
Oh, that doesn't matter. What matters is that the flowers seem to cry out to be worn by you.
Young man, I'm Miss Jones, Mr. Bigley's secretary.
Oh, you can't be. I mean, you just can't be.
Why not?
Well, from Bud Frump's description of you, I never. I mean, you're not a very frightened person.
Thank you.
And if it isn't out of place for me to say so, Miss Jones, I think you're a very attractive person too, no matter what Bud Frump says.
What did you say your name was?
Finch, ma'am. F-I-N-C-H Pierpont Finch.
And how is it I haven't seen you before?
Oh, delivering the executive mail? That's not my job. That's his. Bud Frump. F-R-U-M-P.
Well, thank you very much, Finch. You're a very interesting young man.
You're welcome, Miss Jones.
So, Jonesy, I'd like an appointment with the boss at around 3.
I'll check on it, Milton, and let you know.
Ah, flowers. You got a new boyfriend, Jonesy?
This was given to me by a very nice young man. You should know him, Finch.
Yes?
Finch, this is Mr. Gatch.
Oh, how do you do?
Hello.
Mr. Gatch would be a good man for you to know. His department is very important.
Oh, I already know all about Mr. Gatch. He's in charge of plans and systems and interdepartmental evaluation, also pre-promotional promotion, post-administrative research, and multi-level development on a multi-level level.
Hey, Jonesy, this is a smart one. I didn't know I did all that.
Good man, Gatch. I hear he has an opening in his department.
Yes, he has, but he hasn't made up his mind yet. Well, thank you for the flower, young man.
You're welcome, Miss Jones.
Hey, Jonesy.
It's Miss Jones to you.
Finch, quit goofing off! You've got to pick up the second delivery.
Righto, Bud. Oh, buddy boy. I've got to go to work now, Rosemary. Thank you for the flower.
Thanks for the flower. You gave my flower to Miss Jones.
Oh, Rosemary, surely you don't begrudge an old woman a moment of happiness.
I guess it is important for you to be nice to Miss Jones.
I'm glad you understand, Rosemary. Goodbye.
Well, Rosemary, how are you doing? Oh, Smitty, I don't know. He's What's the opposite of a sex maniac? A businessman.
Hello? Give me an outside line. No, this call is not personal. I am calling my mother. Thanks. One of these days when I'm running the show around here, I'll clear out the whole... Hello, Mother. Bud. Yes, I know I left without my sweater, but it's warm. Now listen, I just found out something very important. There's going to be a new head of the mailroom, and I want the job. You've got to call on Gertrude. Yes, I know I'm next in line, but there's a new fellow working here that has me worried. Oh, he comes in on time, works hard, never goofs off, he's polite. You know, a real rat.
Yes, what do you want, Miss Jones?
Mr. Bigley, your wife is calling.
My wife? Well, tell her I'm in a meeting. Tell her I'm busy. Tell her I'm out. Damn it! Put her on. Hello, Gertrude. Glad you called. What's on your mind? I'm busy. Well, I'm afraid I can't help but there. The head of the mailroom should choose his own successor. I can't switch signals in the middle of the play. If I interfered, it would upset the whole team. It would be nepotism. Nepotism. That's when your nephew's a damn fool. Well, I'll see. Miss Jones.
Yes, Mr. B?
Miss Jones, I've told you that talking to my wife upsets me.
Well, you said it, but...
Never mind. I need something to calm my nerves. Where is my... You know.
I put it in the back of your right-hand bottom drawer.
Thank you.
Let's get going, boys.
I've already started sorting, sir.
Finch, as head of this entire mailroom, I would like to tell you, I'm very pleased with your work.
Thank you, sir.
You really have an inborn gift for mailroom.
Thank you, sir. It's a great honor.
Hello? Mailroomery. Oh, no, mailroom. It's for you, Twimble, rat and personnel.
This may be a very important call for some of us. Hello?
What's the idea?
What's the idea of what, Bud?
You're trying to butter up Twimble. Well, it won't do you any good.
Bud. Just because I'm being nice to a man doesn't mean I have to have an angle.
If anyone is going to get his job, you know it is going
I got you, Mr. Rat. Thanks very much. Well, boys, it looks as if they're promoting old Twimble to the shipping department.
Congratulations.
Who's going to be the new head of the mailroom?
I won't say till it's official, but Mr. Bratt did leave the choice to me. Twimble, he said, the mailroom is the nerve center of this mighty organization. You've been an outstanding mailroom head, and we want you to choose your successor. And we want you to choose him on merit. On merit alone.
Oh, that's not fair! Oh, I'm going out for a smoke.
Smoke? He's going to call his mother. But that's not going to help him if I have anything to say. I have somebody else in mind for this job.
Say, Mr. Twimble.
Yes?
How long have you been with the company?
Long time. Last month, I became a quarter of a century man.
Gee, a quarter of a century.
Quarter of a century.
How long have you been in the mailroom?
25 years. Yep. It's not easy to get a medal like this. It takes a combination of skill, diplomacy, and bold caution. When I joined this firm as a brash young man, well, I said to myself, now brash young man, don't get any ideas. Well, I stuck to that, and I haven't had one in years.
You play it safe.
I play it the company way. Wherever the company puts me, there I'll stay.
But what is your point?
I have no point of view.
Supposing the company thinks...
I think so too.
Well, what would you say?
I wouldn't say.
Your face is a company face.
It's files and executives that goes back in place.
The company furniture.
Oh, it suits me fine.
The company letterhead.
A Valentine.
Is there anything you're against?
Unemployment.
When they want brilliant thinking from employees.
That is no concern of mine.
Suppose a man of genius makes suggestions.
That genius gets suggested to resign.
So you play it the company way.
Our company policy is by me, okay.
How can you get anywhere?
You have no fear. Whoever the company fires, I will still be here.
You certainly found a home.
It's cozy.
Your brain is a company brain.
The company watched it and now I can't complain.
The company magazine.
Boy, what style, what punch.
The company restaurant.
Every day, same lunch. Their hot dog sandwich is delicious.
I must try it.
Early in the week.
Do you have any hobbies?
I have a hobby. I play gin with Mr. Rat.
And do you play it nicely?
Play it nicely. Still, he blitzes me in every game like that.
Why?
'Cause I play it the company way. Executive policy is by me, okay.
How can you get anywhere?
Junior, have no fear. Whoever the company fires, I will still be here. Year after fiscal, never take a risk on year. Well, boys, let's get back to work. They may be promoting me, but till then, the mail must go through. Oh, hi, bud. How's your mother?
What mother?
What mother?
Hello, men. Dwindle. As of today, it's all settled. You are head of shipping.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Rat. Thank you.
Yes. Now, let's talk about your successor.
Say, Brat, have you, heard from my uncle today?
No, bud. Go ahead, Twimble. Your shoes are going to be hard to fill. But who have you chosen to fill them?
Well, Brett, I've given it a lot of thought, pro and con. I think your man is young Finch.
Congratulations, Finch.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't think I can accept.
Are you turning this job down?
Yes, sir. I feel that there's a man better qualified than I. A man who has been here longer than I have. Gentlemen, I present to you Bud Frump.
You're kidding.
Bud Frump?
Well, this is something. I mean, surprise-wise.
I'm gonna call my mother and tell her.
Well, if you really feel that way.
Finch, I don't understand why...
Mr. Twimble, knowing you, I've learned a lot.
Ah. Brat, mailroom. It's Mr. Bigley.
It's the big boss.
Yes, I see your problem, JB. Well, the young man we had originally picked for the job turned it down, turned it over to Bud. Says he's better qualified. No, he doesn't seem to be completely out of his mind. Well, he was just explaining it as you called. Go ahead, Finch.
Mr. Twimble, knowing you, I've learned a lot. I've learned that no individual is as important as the whole company.
No individual is as important as the whole company.
The whole team is greater than any one player.
The whole team is greater than any one player.
The whole crew is greater than any one horse.
The whole crew is greater than any one
The
horseman.
whole salad is greater than one piece of lettuce.
The whole salad is... You can hear him.
The whole omelet is greater than one egg.
Isn't that great, JB? Sort of chokes you up, doesn't it? His name? It's Finch.
Oh, F-I-N-C-H.
F-I-N-C-H. Yes, well, I'm going to be keeping an eye on him myself. All right. See you later, JB. Finch, you really got me off the spot with Bigley.
Oh, I'm glad I could help.
I appreciate it. Congratulations, Twimble.
Thank you, Mr. Rats.
Say, Mr. Twimble, isn't this supposed to go to a Mr. Gatch?
Gatch?
Gatch.
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 Say, I just remembered something. Mr. Gatch has an opening in his department for a junior executive. I'm going to talk to him about you. Finch, your generosity and thoughtfulness may have proven to be a good thing for you yet.
Why, George, ethical behavior always pays.
Finch, you did a very wise thing.
Oh, sir, I was just trying to do what was right.
My mother was very happy.
Boys and girls, may I present to you the new head of the mailroom, Bud Crumb.
Thanks, Bonnie, old man.
Good luck, Bud.
Finch, I'd like to talk with you.
You know, he sure surprised me. I'm still wondering why he's done this for me.
So am I. I still think my original choice of a man was best.
Wait a minute, Trimble. Pawnee okayed it.
Now, listen here, but
Oh, we'll have no reneging. I was promised the job.
Now, wait a minute, Bud. I've been with this company a long time, a quarter of a century. I just wanted to make sure that things are done the right way. The company way.
I know what you mean, Twimble. From now on, I'll play it the company way. Wherever the company puts me there, I'll stay.
Whatever the company tells him that he'll do.
Whatever my uncle may think, I think so too.
He's beaming with company pride.
I've conquered that over-ambitious rat inside.
Oh, was the someone the grumpy used to be.
I pledge to the company sweet conformity.
Hooray! Hooray!
I will someday earn my medal. 25-year employee. I'll see to it that the medal is the only thing they'll ever pin on me.
The wrong way is the company way. Executive policy is by him okay.
I'll never be president, but there's one thing clear. As long as my uncle can stand me, I will still be here.
We know that company may like or love me.
I'm so proud.
To the company they company.
I'm happy.
They will never come from the company man. Frump will play the company. Frump will play the company. Frump will play the company way. Frump.
Come on, everybody. It's a celebration. I'm inviting all of you to have lunch on me.
Just a minute, boys and girls. I have another announcement to make. Mr. Gatch is taking young Finch here into his department as a junior executive.
Wait a minute. That lunch is done. It's back. It's canceled. Wait a minute. Just a minute.
Auntie, that's wonderful. I told you to have patience.
You were right, Rosemary. Thank you.
You know, you should have someone around all the time to help you figure things out.
Maybe I should.
Auntie, I'm always available.
Gee, Rosemary. Maybe one of these days I'll show my appreciation and...
Lunch!
Huh?
I said lunch.
What about lunch?
I'd love to!
Love to what?
You said what about lunch? Gee, I thought you'd never ask. Where should we go? Oh, I know this cute little tea room. It's called the Hungry Tea. It's very reasonable. I'll go get my things. You wait here.
Oh, I meant what about lunch, not what about lunch.
Say, Finch, how's the young junior executive feeling?
Oh, just fine, Mr. Gatch, just fine.
Come on, I'll buy you lunch in the executive club, up on the roof.
Lunch? The executive club? Me?
Sure. Now that you're a junior exec, I can put you on my expense account.
Thank you, sir. That's a great honor. I'll go get my coat.
Okay, I'll meet you upstairs. Oh, Rosemary, dear. Seeing you always brightens up my days.
Please! Mr. Gatch!
Got to stop reading Playboy.
Rosemary, something wonderful has happened. I'm going to lunch with Mr. Gatch up on the roof.
Lunch?
Yeah. How do I look?
Fine, Auntie. Just fine.
Thank
Have
you,
a nice
Rosemary.
time.
Thank you.
If you have followed the simple instructions exactly as outlined, you should by now be a junior executive. Congratulations. Nothing can stop you now.
Happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes wearily home from downtown.
Yes, dear, but damn it, Gertrude, I haven't got time for this bud nonsense. I know that blood is thicker than water, but Bud Grump is thicker than anything. I'll promote him when I'm ready. Now you listen to me, Gertrude. The next time Bud complains to his mother, she calls you, and you call me, you're all fired! Yes? What do you want, Miss Jones?
There's a young lady who insists on speaking with you, Mr. B. She says it's personal.
Well, what's she want? What's her name?
She says you'll know.
Oh, well, put her on, put her on. Hello. Well, now you knew I wouldn't forget. I'll take care of it. Miss Jones, give me Mr. Bratt personnel right away. You meet you tomorrow. Fine. Bye. Bratt, JB here. Wonder if you can do me a favor. I'd like you to find me a spot for a young lady. Wants to be a secretary. She's an old friend of the family. Her dad was a schoolmate of mine at Old Ivy. She's a bright girl, got a good head on her shoulders. Her name is LaRue. Eddie LaRue.
Can I help you, honey?
Scram!
Oh, you don't understand, miss. I am Bud Frump, J.B. Bigley's nephew.
Oh, how do you do? I'm waiting for Mr. Bratt personnel. I'm a secretary.
I spotted that the moment you came in.
Oh, thank you. You see, I'm new at this.
Miss LaRue?
Yeah? I mean, yes?
Bert Bratt, personnel. Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Oh, no. It is I who am late.
Oh, not really.
Oh, yes. I was very naughty this morning. I'm still not accustomed to this early arrival.
Right. Well, if you'll... this is Miss Smith, my secretary.
How do you do, dear?
Fine, dear. Mr. Bratt. Mr. Bratt!
Well, yes, Smitty.
I need to file new tax withholding blanks.
You do that. Now, Miss LaRue, you'll come with me. We'll get your particulars.
39, 22, 38.
I'm in the pool.
Boy, isn't she something?
She sure is.
Gentlemen, just a moment.
Say, Brad, I need a new secretary.
No, wait a minute, gentlemen. Miss LaRue, he is not a toy. No, my boy, not a toy. To fondle and dandle and playfully handle in search of some puerile joy. No, a secretary is not, definitely not, a toy.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Bratt.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Mr. Bratt.
Oh, it's a company rule, Mr. Bratt.
A secretary's not a toy, no, my boy, not a toy.
do not go jumping for joy, boy, a secretary is not. A secretary is not. A secretary is not.
A toy. A secretary is not to be used for play therapy.
Be good to the girl you employ, boy, remember no matter what, neurotic trouble you got.
A secretary is not a toy.
She's a highly specialized key component of operational unity, a fine and sensitive mechanism to serve the office community. With the mother at home, she supports.
And you'll find nothing like her at FAO Schwartz.
A secretary is not a pet, nor an erector set.
It happened to Charlie McCoy, boy, they fired him like a shot. The day the fella forgot, a secretary is not a toy.
You said I was next in line for the promotion.
Ruth!
So I said, just keep your hands where they belong.
So he said, I'll be head of sales in a year with a raise.
Oh, congratulations, sir.
So I said, just keep your hands where they belong.
Yes. I'm dying to see those production charts.
You just keep watching, son.
So what the hell? I'm gonna have dinner with him.
Miss Jones, did you call my wife and tell her I won't be home for dinner?
Yes, Mr. B. By the way, you left your golf clubs in the office. Tomorrow is Saturday, and you're playing with Mr. Wamper, the chairman of the board.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll be staying in town tonight, so I'll drop in and pick him up in the morning.
And you asked me to remind you about your college alumni association.
Oh, yes. Well, send them the same check. I get a kick out of thinking of their faces when they get that big, fat check from old least likely to succeed.
Very well, Mr. Bigley.
Say, JB, there's a phone call. Your wife.
My wife? Damn it! I'll take it in your office. That'll be all, Miss Jones.
Hello, Miss Jones.
Oh, hello, Ponty. How's the young junior executive?
Oh, just fine, Miss Jones, just fine. Thanks to the helpful advice I've been getting from you.
I'm glad our little talks have proven valuable.
Oh, they have. Oh, and good luck tonight.
Good luck?
In the bowling tournament. I hear you're the best bowler on the ladies' team.
How sweet of you to be interested in a thing like
Oh,
that?
I'm fascinated by the hobbies of the people I like.
Say, would you like to come watch us bowl tonight?
I'd love to, but I've got to go to bed early. I'm working today.
On Saturday? No one around here works on Saturday. You're a very unusual boy, Ponty. You'll go far.
Thank you, Miss Jones. That means a lot, you're saying that, since you're Mr. Bigley's secretary and all. Oh, Mr. Bigley, he's the man I most want to emulate. He's so caring and thoughtful. I heard him remembering to send a check to his old college. Harvard, wasn't it?
Harvard? Don't ever let JB hear you say that. He's a groundhog.
But where did he go to college?
Old Ivy.
Old Ivy?
Of course, they're the groundhogs. Mr. Bigley is very proud of his old school. Well, good night, Ponty.
Good night, Miss Jones.
Don't work too hard.
Don't worry. I won't.
Oh, hello, stranger.
Hi, Rosemary. Oh, hello, Smitty.
Hi, Ponty. Been a long day, hasn't it? I feel like I haven't seen you since you started your new job.
Well, I've been working pretty hard.
It's been a long day. Say, Rosemary, where are you having dinner tonight? That depends. On what? On where I'm having dinner tonight. Huh?
Well, here it is, 5 p.m., the finish of a long day's work, and there they are, both of them, the secretary and the clerk, not very well acquainted, not very much to say, but I can hear those two little minds ticking away. Now she's thinking, I wonder if we take the same bus. And he's thinking,
There could be quite a thing between us.
now she's thinking, really is a dear. And he's thinking,
What of my career?
then she says, and he says,
Well, it's been a long day.
well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day. Now she's thinking, I wish that he were more of a flirt. And he's thinking,
I guess a little flirting won't hurt.
now she's thinking, for dinner we could meet. And he's thinking,
We both have got to eat.
then she says, and he says,
Gesundheit.
thank you.
Well, it's been a long day.
Well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day. Say, there's a yummy Friday special at Stouffer's. It's $1.90 vegetable plate. And at the bottom of the ad, not bad. Service for $2, $3.58. To make a bargain, make a date. Wonderful.
It's fate.
Now she's thinking,
What female kind of trap could I spring?
and he's thinking,
I might as well forget the whole thing.
now she's thinking,
Suppose I take his arm.
and he's thinking.
Well, really, what's the harm?
Then she says, hungry, and he says,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day. Well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day.
Blathering. Damn it, you've been talking to your mother again. She wants you promoted.
Why not? Other people are being promoted.
Good evening, Mr. Bigley.
Good evening, Miss LaRue.
Uncle Jasper.
I told you never to call me that around here. Now, haven't you something to do?
I was just going to go get my hat and go home.
Good. How do you like your new job, Miss LaRue?
It's a big fat nothing.
Now, don't talk the way around here.
I thought you were going to make me a big businesswoman like Helena Rubinstein or Betty Crocker.
sweetheart, these things take time. Yes, Miss LaRue. In a large operation like Worldwide Wickets, there are many multiple facets which... Sweetheart, please, if you just be patient.
I gave him a wonderful job. And cigarette girl at the Copa.
But the surroundings. You said you hated all those men staring at you, making advances.
Oh, it's no different around here in big business. Around here, a girl can't bend over to pick up a pencil with confidence.
Sweetheart, please, does that mean someone has been bothering you? Who? Just, yes, Miss LaRue. In a large operation like Worldwide Facets, there are many multiple wickets which... Who pinched you?
Oh, I don't care about that. Look, you did not keep your part of my bargain.
Sweetheart, I meant every word of it. Tell you what, I'll meet you at your place in 10 minutes and we can talk it over. Hetty, wait, Yes, Miss LaRue, in a large operation like Worldwide Wickets, there are many multiple facets which... Why don't you go home?
I'm waiting for the elevator.
Why don't you take the stairs?
That's 34.
Why don't you jump?
Very attractive girl, Miss LaRue.
Oh, yes, well, I was just making her feel more at home. She seems like a rather shy girl.
Yes. Well, you go ahead, JB. I'm meeting Mother for dinner. She loves having dinner with me. I tell her everything that happens all day at the office. Now he's thinking,
the kid could really put me through hell.
And she's thinking,
The kid can even name the hotel.
and he's thinking,
I wonder if he'd dare.
and she's thinking,
There's blackmail in the air.
and he says,
It's a holdup.
and she says,
Down.
Wait a minute. Okay, you're promoted.
well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day. Well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day.
Okay, Jackie, that's it.
Yep. All spit and span. I bet now some swab will come through and dirty it all up.
Nah, not on a Saturday morning. Come on, let's do the big shots now.
Good morning.
Oh, it's morning already, sir.
Good God, man, have you been working all night?
Oh, I just had a few things to finish up. I'll be out of here in a moment.
By George, I'm sorry your name slips my mind.
Oh, Finch, sir. It's Pierpont Finch, F-I-N-C-H.
Oh yes, I've heard some good things about you from my scouts.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Finch, it's great to see a man in there carrying the ball. You know, you make me feel a bit guilty. I just dropped in to pick up my clubs. I've got to play around today with old Wally Wonker. He's the chairman of the board, you know.
Well, I imagine one has to do that from time to time.
Now, don't push yourself too hard, Finch.
Oh, don't worry about me, sir.
I'll just go get my gloves then. What's that you're humming?
I didn't realize I was humming, sir.
You were humming the old Ivy Fight song.
Oh, it must have been unconscious on my part.
Did you go there? Were you a groundhog?
Well, sir...
Spit it out, boy! I know a lot of men have an inferiority complex because they didn't go somewhere like Yale or Princeton. You're not ashamed to be a groundhog, are you?
No, sir, not a bit!
That's the groundhog spirit. What year were you? Finch, what year did you graduate?
Sorry, sir, I was just thinking about the big game today. We're playing the Chipmunks.
I can't make it out there. I hope those damn chipmunks don't give us too much trouble.
It should be fine now that Sir Charnowski's knee is better.
Oh, with Charnowski in there, the team's morale should pick up. He's the dirtiest player we've got.
We won't be there in person, but we'll be rooting for him, JB, right?
Right! Groundhog!
Groundhog!
Stand, old Ivy, stand firm and strong. Stand, old Ivy, hear the cheering throng. Stand, old Ivy, and never yield. Rip, the chipmunk on the field.
When you fall on the ball,
and you're down there at the bottom of the heap,
down at the bottom of the heap,
where the mud is oh so very, very deep,
down in the cruddy muddy deep.
Don't forget, boy, that's why they call us groundhog.
Groundhog!
Stand, old Ivy, stand firm and strong. The chipmunk, stand, old Ivy, hear the cheering throng. Stand, old Ivy, God bless you, and never yield. Rip, the chipmunk of the field.
I enjoyed that, sir.
I did too, boy. Well, I'll just go get my gloves then. Rip, the chipmunk. What's that you're doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. This may look silly, but I've always found that knitting helps me think more clearly.
Well, I'll be damned. I knit too.
Really?
Yep. Great for my nerves. Been doing it for years. Only my secretary, Miss Jones, knows. You know her.
We've met.
What's this going to be?
Oh, I thought I'd make a bird cage cover.
Bird cage cover. Never made one of those. But what do you think of this?
Oh, that's beautiful, sir.
Yep, I made the covers for these golf clubs too. Pom-pom stitch.
Wow. You know, JB, I feel bad for men who don't knit. They lead empty lives.
I like the way you pinch, Fink.
Finch, sir.
Think, Finch. Yes, well, say, where are you headed for in this outfit? Bright young fellow like you ought to have it all figured out.
Well, sir, if I'm ever fortunate enough to reach a position where I can choose my occupation, I would like to work somewhere where a man can sink his teeth into his work. Something down to earth. Something. The advertising department.
Advertising department, son? I wouldn't want that for an old schoolmate of mine. It's too unsafe, too insecure. Why, this place has had 15 new advertising managers in the past year alone. Poor devils disappear at a rate about 1 a month.
Why is that?
I fire them.
But if you had a man with ideas, he could swing it.
Ideas. That's what I look for. I keep hiring men who are supposed to have brilliant ideas, and yet not one of them will do what I tell him. No, son, you stay where you are. Damn good department. Where are you, by the way?
Oh, yes, Mr. Gatch's department, plans and systems.
Gatch, good man, knows what he's doing. You stay there, and I'll keep my eye on you.
Thank you, sir. And here you are. I'd better get this all finished before midnight.
Midnight? That's the groundhog spirit! Groundhog!
Groundhog!
Stand, look, I be, and never yield. Rip, 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 the chipmunk off the field.
Hello, Ponty.
Oh, hello, Rosemary. Come in, come in. How do you like it?
Your first office. It's just beautiful.
It isn't bad considering. I did want my name on the door, but I decided not to ask since, well, there's no door.
It's beautiful. I only have a moment. I just wanted to say that I had a good time the other night.
So did I. I found the conversation very, well, I guess I talked the whole time.
Oh no, I liked it. It's just, well, there's just one thing about what happened later after we said goodnight.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was our first date and all, and I don't want you to get the wrong impression of me, but, well, I guess it's only natural for a fellow to try to get a little fresh with a girl and make a pass at her, but you didn't do anything.
I had to get up in the morning. Oh, hello, Miss.
It's Miss LaRue, honey.
What can I do for you, Miss LaRue?
A secretary was ordered to be assigned to you on your assignation.
You didn't tell me you were getting a secretary.
I just found out myself.
Well, happy dictation, Ponty.
Bye.
Please, sit down, Miss LaRue.
Thank you.
Miss LaRue.
Oh, just call me Henny.
Well, I feel that in a business
You're
relationship...
cute.
Okay, if you'll excuse me for a second.
Choosing a secretary can be fraught with peril. Take a good look at the young lady who has been assigned to you. If she is so attractive that you feel things are too good to be true, be very careful. It may be that one of the big men in the company is interested in her career. There is a simple test for this. Check on her secretarial skills. The smaller her abilities, the bigger her protector.
Miss LaRue, take a letter.
Okay, shoot.
This is to Mr. Gatch. Dear Mr. Gatch, pursuant of our conversations toward...
Wait a minute. Are you trying to catch a train?
What are you taking this down in?
I can't. It's safer. I make up for it when I type.
Oh, so you type fast.
Like a jackrabbit. 12 words a minute.
Miss LaRue, what was your last position? What was your last employment?
Oh, I was in the tobacco business. But
Mr. Bigley?
Yes, he got me interested in wickets, and so I matriculated my way into business school, and, well, here I am.
Yes, you are.
Go ahead, dictate some more. I'm going to like this jazz.
Eddie. Here, may we bring this into Mr. Gatch?
Mr.
Mr. Gatch.
Yeah, he's my boss. How do you make sure that you give it to him yourself? And Hetty, personally.
Okay, Charlie.
Hello, Mr. Gatch's office. One moment, please. Mr. Gatch, Mr. Finch's secretary's outside. She'd like to see you personally.
Have her come in.
I'll get her.
Mr. Gatch?
Yes.
I'm Mr. Finch's secretary. He asked me to bring you this.
Say, what are you doing tonight?
Oh, I got a date with my gentleman friend.
Oh, come on. You're in the big time now. Don't fool around with small fry.
Hello, Mr. Finch's office. One moment. It's for you, production.
Hello. Yes, this is Mr. Finch. I'm in charge of plans and systems now. Oh, Mr. Gatch? Yes, he's been transferred to one of our out-of-town offices. Where? Oh, yes, Venezuela.
Oh, say, Jacob, I was just about to call you. Seems we have a new vice president in charge of advertising.
Another one. Who is it this time?
A fellow by the name of Ovington. Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington.
BBDO.
Guess that's why Bigley hired him, huh? Anyway, we're having a reception for him tonight.
Yeah, it's in the executive club on the roof. I wonder how long this guy will last.
I don't know, but we're giving him the full treatment. Say, you can invite your secretary tonight. We're inviting some of the executive secretaries to act as hostess.
Okay, Brett.
Oh, Smitty! Rosemary, I had lunch without you. Where have you been? I have been named the secretary to the new advertising manager. Oh, good! What's he like? Oh, I don't care about him. It means I'm invited to the reception tonight. And Ponty will be there. I've been dreaming of an opportunity like this. He's never seen me all dressed up and, glamorous. Do you know what this is? Your lunch? No. This is the secret on how to succeed with Finch. A new dress. Smitty, it's just beautiful. I hope it works. Good luck, Rosemary. Thanks, Smitty. Say, maybe I'll get a new dress for tonight, too. Good idea. I hope you're very popular at the party tonight. Maybe I will be at that. I'm thinking of starting a secret rumor that I'm a pinup model. I slipped out this afternoon and bought some love insurance. A most exclusive dress from Gay Paris. It's sleek and chic and magnifique. This irresistible Paris originals, all paid for in mine. I must look divine, especially for him. Suddenly he will see me, and suddenly he'll go dreamy, and blame it all on his own masculine whim, never knowing that this irresistible Paris original, so temptingly tight, I'm wearing tonight, especially for him, for him, for him. For him, this irresistible Paris original, I'm wearing tonight. She's wearing tonight, and I could some irresponsible dress manufacturer just didn't play fair. I'm one of a pair, and I could. Oh no! This irresistible Paris original. Oh, slinky with sin. Already slunk in, and I could die, and I could kill her, and I could this Paris original dress sexy as possibly. Oh, perfect voila, and I could spit. Hello, girls! 39 bucks I hand out for something to make me stand out. Suddenly I got into mimeograph. Some laugh this irresistible Paris original. This mass-produced crime. I'm wearing tonight for the very last time.
What a dress!
Can I get you a drink, Hetty?
I don't touch anything alcoholic before 5 p.m.
It's 10 after 5.
Which way is the booze?
Right over here.
I'll have a double martini.
Boys and girls, here he is. You all know our advertising department has been in trouble for quite some time. And I think we finally have the fellow who can help put Worldwide Wickets back on top. Mr. Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington.
Thanks, boys and girls. I just want to say that I'm proud to be joining the Worldwide Wicket family. I don't know very much about wickets, but I do know about advertising. My theory of advertising can be summed up in one sentence. Shove it down their throats with a soft sell.
Very sound thinking.
And I'd like to say...
Benjamin Daniel Ovington? What the hell kind of name is that?
But I'd like to... Yeah.
You call this a double martini? There's only one olive in it.
I'd like to... but JB wants you to take Hetty home. She's not feeling well.
You feel terrible.
I've already
Hetty.
No! What I need is a shower.
JB wants me to take you home.
No, I'm going to go to JB's office. He has a private shower in there. I'm going to take a shower and then I'll come back to the party.
Okay, Hetty. Have a nice shower.
Oh, thanks, bud. You know, you're cute. Not as cute as Finch, but you're cute.
Not as cute as Finch. Say, headed up to the party, Joe?
Yeah.
Let Finch know I want to see him down here. Tell him it's important.
Got it.
Da 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 da. Old sexy Hetty is in there taking a shower, and I got a little something up my sleeve that's gonna put little old Finchy right out on his. Hello, Finch.
Hello, bud. What's the meaning of this?
I don't know. I was only told to tell you to meet JB in his office.
I was just with JB at the party and he didn't say anything to me then.
You probably didn't want to say anything in front of Ovington. You know how it is around here with advertising managers.
Do you think your uncle is considering
I
taking
don't know
me?
anything, Ponty. I was only told for you to meet JB in his office.
Well, I've never seen his office anyways, but thanks, bud.
You're welcome. Now to get my uncle. Goodbye, Finchy. Hello, Uncle Jasper.
Someday. Mr. Bigley?
It's me.
Miss LaRue, I was supposed to meet Mr. Bigley here.
Mr. Bigley?
Yes.
He's not coming down here. Somebody gave you a bum steer.
I should have known it was a rib. Well, Hetty, I'd better be getting back to the party. So I'll just...
Oh, what's your hurry?
Well, I'd better be...
It's more fun down here.
Yes, well, I'm sure I'd want
You're
to...
anxious to get back to that Rosemary, aren't you? Are you stuck on her?
No, she and I are just good friends.
Oh, well, that's very sensible for an up-and-coming young chap like you. You know, I've been watching you, Busta. You're going places.
Venezuela. Hetty, I'd better...
Oh, what should he die if he came in here and found you kissing me?
Frankly, I'd rather if you wouldn't.
Come on, let's try it.
No.
Oh, listen, Finch. If you don't kiss me, I'm going to tell JB that you did.
Fine. Just once. Rosemary. Rosemary.
Rosemary?
That kiss.
What about that kiss?
Rosemary.
It's hiding something
sorry, Hetty, I can't explain. Something's happened to me.
Finch! You are in love!
That's right! Finch is in love. Oh, I must have been in love ever since she took my particulars.
And you found this out by kissing me?
Yes, Hetty.
I don't know my own strength.
There is music in the sound of your name. Rosemary. Rosemary was the melody locked inside me till at last out it came. If we kissed, what a crescendo. Not to be missed. As for the rest of my lifetime program, give me more of the same. Music in the very sound of
Ponty, I heard Bob Frog talking in the party. Where is she?
Rosemary, something wonderful has happened.
What are you talking about?
Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name.
Well, I can't hear a thing.
Rosemary, oh, it's all around me like a beautiful pink sky.
J. Pierpont Finch, have you lost your mind?
Rosemary, will you marry J. Pierpont Finch?
Now I hear it! I hear it! I hear it! There is music in the sound of
Rosemary. Rosemary, just imagine if we kissed. What a crescendo.
not to be missed.
As for the rest of my lifetime program, give me more of the same. Rosemary.
There is wonderful music in the very sound of your name.
I was so caught up in trying to get ahead that I never realized. It's like I'm seeing you for the first time.
And I'm seeing you for the first time. You have on two kinds of lipstick right now. Mine and hers.
Rosemary, this is very easily explained. You just don't understand.
Yes, I do understand. So don't let me interrupt you. So go on.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Bigley. I insisted that Mr. Finch show me your office.
Well, I just came in to wash up anyway.
Excuse me?
Finch, I owe you an apology.
For what, sir?
Never mind. However, I want you to know that I still do not approve of what you were doing when I walked in. I don't care for that sort of thing between executives and their secretaries.
But Miss Pilkington is not my secretary.
Point.
JB. We thought you'd be in here. We've been looking for you.
I haven't finished my speech yet.
You made a wonderful speech.
A very fine speech, Mr. Ovington.
Ovington, this is Finch, Plains Systems.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Mr. Ovington, I didn't get a chance to tell you at the party, but I'm very interested in advertising. I've read a lot about you in Fortune magazine. Some very interesting stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and by the way, Mr. Bigley, did you know that Mr. Ovington was an All-American halfback in college?
Is that so, Ovington? Where did you play?
The greatest little college in the world. Northern State.
Chipmunk! Ovington, I'm not a bigot. I've hired men from all colleges, Trojans, Gophers, Bulldogs, but never a chipmunk. Your resignation is accepted. Rip the chipmunk off the field.
Chipmunk raw! Chipmunk raw! Chipmunk!
That was a narrow squeak. Finch, it's a good thing you're on the ball when it comes to advertising.
Thank you, sir.
Bigley, what are we going to do about a new advertising manager?
Finch, maybe it's fate that you happen to be here at this very moment. You've always wanted this rotten job. Think you can handle it?
Well, sir, I don't
There's
know.
one thing I admire in a man, it's humility.
Now, JB, I don't mean to question your decision. Finch here is very bright indeed, but he's quite an experienced...
I like him.
I like him.
I think we've hit on something here, Brat. This boy is loaded with great ideas.
Ideas? Why don't you tell us some of them, Finch?
Well,
Spit it out, boy. Put up or shut up. Get on the ball or you'll be out like a shot.
Sir, I'd like to present my ideas in a clear-cut campaign.
JB, the plans board is meeting this Tuesday. Finch can give us his ideas then.
Fine. Finch, you've got 48 hours to come up with an advertising presentation. You're now vice president in full charge of advertisement, and frankly, up until now, I'm pretty dissatisfied with your work.
That doesn't matter. I'm a vice president now. Vice President Finch. Hello, is this the stationery shop downstairs? Yes, this is Mr. Finch. Remember those business cards I asked you to put on hold about a week ago? Yes, you can print them now. There's one more. Oh yes, ladies, you can come out now.
Thanks, Rosemary. Anytime.
Rosemary, something wonderful has happened. I've made a vice president.
Congratulations! Can I be your secretary?
Gee, Hetty, I'd love that, but no, Miss Pilkington is going to be my secretary.
Guess I'll have to wait for that pigeon till after he's married. Ooh. And what makes you think I would be your secretary?
You are Mr. Ovington's secretary, and now that I've taken over his entire department...
I will never be your secretary. I would rather die.
But Rosemary, you've got to. You have to. You know how tough of a job advertising is, and you know what it does to a man's mind. Rosemary, I need you.
You do? Okay, I will be your secretary.
Wonderful. Now, back to work.
Just like that? Aren't you forgetting something?
Yes. Hello, operator. Who paints names on office doors?
Finch, aren't you going to kiss me?
Kiss you? I can't.
Why not?
You're my secretary now. Wait a minute, Rosemary. Hello, name painter.
Wait a minute, Rosemary. Hello, name painter.
Yes, this is Mr. Finch. I would like my name on my office door in gold leaf. J. Pierpont Finch. J. Pierpont.
Suddenly there is music
all capital.
In the sound of my name.
Yes, block letters. J. Pierpont. Vice President.
Vice President.
In charge of advertising.
There must be a way to stop him. There must be. There must.
My lifetime program will be more of the same.
Yes, the usual's done. J.